Hi. On today's show, we got a lot of interesting stuff to talk about, everyone. First off, we got to pick a new game to be remastered for DSP Throwback. In addition, let's talk about this, which does continue and has so many brain dead idiots upset. It's got to be addressed. Plus, I've got some new additions arriving for my setup. We've got all kinds of stuff, news stories, all kinds of stuff to talk about on today's show. It's going to be a good one, so sit back, relax, and buckle in. It's time for the Level 1 Podcast.
Get ready for some meaningful content, because the king is back, the king of the live stream, the king is back. Woo!
Alrighty, everyone. What is going on? Hello and welcome to the show. Sorry, just getting this ready and good. Hello, it is Monday, the 25th of November, 2024. I'm DSP. This is the Level 1 Podcast. I'm excited. We're in the midst of a big holiday week here. American Thanksgiving is impending. It is coming this Thursday, and I'm excited for Turkey Day like everybody else. And we've got a very exciting week of gameplay and fun planned here on DSP Gaming. Now, before we get to the drama elements, before we get to everything else, I just want to talk about a topic that, before I forget, okay? So as you guys may or may not know, I have a little old channel on the internet called DSP Throwback, all right? And this channel 100% is my passion project. What I mean by that is that this channel makes me absolutely no profits whatsoever. I and my editors put way more money into this channel and time into this channel than it will ever make back. And I think we all kind of know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all put a lot of effort in, and it doesn't really pay out dividends whatsoever. But that's okay. The real reason that my DSP Throwback channel exists is posterity and, honestly, reminiscing about the past. Okay? So let's talk about it. But first, I have two things to do. Game Boy, how you doing? Good to see ya. And Dick Jones have gifted 5 subs over on Kick already, and we just started. Thank you, Dick, for the early support. I really appreciate that. Really, really appreciate that. We got to talk about what happened last night, because last night, to be honest, the streak almost ended because I changed the timing of my late stream, and we'll discuss this, okay? Anyway, so what I'd like to do very briefly is spend a moment talking about DSP Throwback, because many people don't know about it because I don't talk about it a lot. All right. And I feel like if you're into old school games, old school playthroughs, my history as a content creator, 16 years I've been making videos on YouTube, you're going to want to check out DSP Throwback. It's literally at DSP Throwback on YouTube. Okay. And what you will find here is remastered editions of my classic playthroughs, fully upscaled, in some cases using modern cutscenes from the HD versions of these games, but with my gameplay and commentary superimposed over it. In other cases, it's fully upscaled graphics from my camera from back in the day when I used to put a camera towards the TV to record. As you can see, interesting stuff. In addition, there's a series called Retro React where I have live streamed over my old playthroughs and reacted to the videos. Okay? So there's 2 different kinds of content on the channel. Remastered editions of old playthroughs and me doing streams reacting to my old content. Like this one where I'm reacting to myself having money being thrown at me, which is excellent. But anyway, it's a good channel if you like old school stuff. If you're not into old school stuff, you're not going to care about this channel. All right? But I'm aware that I've been around long enough that I have an audience to go and watch old stuff and like it. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people want to see about what's the history of DSP, but they don't necessarily want to watch ancient footage that looks and sounds terrible. Okay? In a lot of cases, the playthroughs that you're seeing here actually don't exist anywhere but here. This Red Dead Online gameplay was erased from the internet. My Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare playthrough was erased from the internet. My original Grand Theft Auto Vice City playthrough has half of it blocked or muted because of copywritten music. You see? So all of this here is posterity, allowing my content to have somewhere to shine and be watched in the future. All right? But again, it doesn't really get many views. It doesn't really make me any money or profits, okay? And that's okay. That's not the reason that this channel exists. It's because I want to have my content available to the masses without having it being lost. You know, a lot of this content was lost at one point, and I want people to be able to enjoy it and not have it erased. You know, my history is pretty lengthy, right? So, by the way, FYI, if you're watching live, I had a couple internet fluctuations, but now it's green again. So just so you know, it looks like my internet's acting up a little bit finicky, but it should level out. If you're having a problem, just refresh, okay? Okay, now, to continue. Why am I bringing this up? Well, because we just finished Silent Hill 2 last night. This is actually the conclusion of that playthrough. You know what's crazy about this? I didn't even realize this. Look at this. So, first of all, look at my face. Good Lord. This is my original review of Silent Hill. Oh, God. Of Silent Hill 2 from many years ago. Why are my eyes closed? I'm trying to find a still. Okay, that looks more normal. This is my review of Silent Hill 2 directly after, having finished the playthrough for the first time. So this is sometime in early 2012, back in Connecticut, back in my old condo on my old brown couch and the old backdrop, everything, you know, retro. It was all retro 12 and a half years ago, right? So, look how cool this looks, because this is upscaled, right? Take a look. It's so cool, man. It looks so much better than the content that I actually put out back then, because the upscale made everything look crisp in HD. The original video of this looks very blurry. So it's actually cool that the upscale makes this stuff look so much better, you know? But anyway, this is done, all right? And now we need to pick a new game for the next project that's going to start within the next week on DSP Throwback, okay? FYI, there probably won't be another video for a day or two on there, and then we're going to resume. Whoops, I didn't mean to delete the or close the tab. There we go. Yeah, so we finished Silent Hill 2, and we're currently doing Mass Effect, okay? So the question is, what's next? And we have a couple interesting candidates that I like. So I would say, number one, Resident Evil 5. The reason I say Resident Evil 5, there's two core reasons. Number one, my original Resident Evil 5 playthrough from many years ago was really bad quality. It was me using a camera pointed at a TV, and when I started the playthrough, I was using one camera. Then in the midst of the playthrough, I swapped to another camera, and if I remember correctly, by the end of the playthrough, it looked completely different again. It was a long playthrough because I didn't know what I was doing, and the game really is best played co-op, and I had random co-op partners. Some nights when I was playing the game, I was drunk as shit. So, Resident Evil 5 was one of my more classic and oldest playthroughs, but it looks awful. I feel like remastering that makes a lot of sense, because it would be something that would significantly improve from an upscale audio cleaning and a big upgrade like that, putting it into proper playlist with longer parts, all of that, okay? In addition, Resident Evil 5 got second place in the poll that we ran a month or two ago to determine what the next playthrough would be. It was Mass Effect 1, and Resident Evil 5 got second. Now, the other playthrough that I really am strongly considering is Assassin's Creed 2. Again, this is a very big classic playthrough of mine from back in the day that definitely, if it were to be remastered, would have find a new audience. I think it's one of the best playthroughs I did from back in the day. By the way, for those who don't know, I'm 1/4 Italian, about 25% Italian. I make fun of Italians so much during that playthrough, it's absolutely positively ridiculous, okay? So, I'll tell you right now, it's going to be wild if I redo that playthrough to rewatch those parts in the commentary I used to do back then. It was pretty insane, okay? So, either one of those I feel would be fine, but I'm curious what everyone's thoughts are. Would you rather see Resident Evil 5 or Assassin's Creed 2? You know, we were remastering a lot of classic playthroughs that were horror because it was Halloween. Well, now Halloween's over. So Red Dead Redemption, Undead Nightmares, Silent Hill 2. Maybe we should move on from that. You know, I don't know. I want to hear your feedback within the next day because I need to make a decision so I could start getting the videos uploaded so my editing team could start working on the next playthrough. Okay. So just wanted to do like a little 5-minute promo for DSP Throwback. I hope that maybe a few of you will check out the videos. Again, they don't get many views at all. I mean, a few hundred views tops for these videos usually. And it doesn't make me any money, but it's definitely a passion project. I want to have my content, you know, available somewhere that people can watch and still find. Sadly, the old stuff looks like crap. So, there you go. Give me your feedback. AC2, RE5, what's the verdict? Let's hear it. And I'm excited to get the next one going in the next week or so. Okay? Cool. All right. So, now, let's get to talking about last night. But before we do, hold on a second here. Okay, so it's a moron. I'm just going to ignore them. Okay, so last night, here's what happened. All right, let's talk about last night because basically what I was afraid was going to happen is exactly what happened. Okay, so as of yesterday, I have now updated my night stream schedule. What does that mean? It means that my late streams are no longer going to be running super late. Normally, my night streams were running around 7 p.m. Pacific time, and they were running till about 9:30, 10 p.m. Pacific time, okay? The problem with that is my wife's work schedule recently has changed. She now is working much earlier mornings. In fact, tomorrow she's working even earlier because now they're starting with holiday hours and she has to be there even earlier in the morning. This results in her having to go to sleep very early compared to what we used to do for our regular schedule. So basically, our old schedule, my late streams worked. Now they don't anymore, all right? There's some nights where I'm just getting out of this office between 10:30, 11 p.m., and I go to see my wife. She's like, I got to go to sleep. Tired. I got to go to sleep. I got to work tomorrow. And so we go right to bed. And it's like, damn, I didn't get to spend any time with my wife tonight. This sucks ass, right? So what I want to do is change the schedule so that now I can spend more time with my wife every single night. All right? Kat deserves it. I deserve it. We deserve more family time. It sucks that the work has kind of taken over around here. All right? So what I decided to do was starting last night, my late streams are going to start much earlier by about 45 minutes, and then they're going to end much earlier by about an hour to 45 minutes, depending on the night, okay? So, here's what happened last night. I started my stream around, it was supposed to be 6:15, but I was waiting for an upload to finish, so admittedly, it didn't start till like 6:20, okay? So it was like 5 minutes late. The stream starts, and some people had paid attention and had showed up, despite the fact that I had mentioned this 2-3 days in a row. I had made a special video clip about it, and I had put it all over my schedules that I posted. A lot of people didn't listen, all right? So I started playing Call of Duty last night early, and we had half the audience, okay? So I played for about 45 minutes, and the first 45 minutes didn't go great because I was basically trying to do the daily challenges, and I was using the SMG. I would say the second half of the stream was great. I actually was convinced by the audience to start trying ranked. And I said, I don't even know what ranked is. Let's see what it is. And I started playing it. And I'm like, wow, this is actually good. Like, basically, ranked, here's the deal. Okay? Ranked allows you to play on smaller teams of 4v4. Okay? And because of this, the spawns are staggered enough that there's no spawn kills. So it makes it a lot more fun where you're not spawning and immediately getting shot up by assholes like happens in standard multiplayer sometimes. Okay? So that's number one. Number two, it's limited spawns. So it's actually interesting because every life counts and you can deplete your enemy team's spawns to the point where you win by default by killing them so much. So it's like more strategy. It is. It's like not only are you not constantly getting killed every moment you're playing, but also you can outplay your opponents and win by default, which I actually really like. So after playing this for an hour, I've determined I actually really like it and I want to do more of it. The only bummer is it seemed like it was only a few maps. And I was like, if only it wasn't the same 3 or 4 maps, I wish it was like way more, but maybe they could only make it work on a certain size of map. I'm not sure. But I was having a great time with it, okay? But there was a problem. By the end of the stream, which I was intending to finish gameplay by around 8:45, 9 p.m. Pacific time. Like, that was it. That was when I was going to end the stream. Basically, number one, we didn't have as many viewers as usual. And number two, we didn't hit the goal. Now, as you know, my goal of support is $150 per stream. We've hit this 80 straight streams in a row. And all of a sudden, the one night that I changed my schedule, we're not going to hit it. And we were down by a lot. We were down by like $100. All right. So I said to everyone, I'll stick around for 15 minutes and chat, and hopefully some of the people who might have been latecomers will come by. Well, it did work. A couple people did contribute, but we were still down like $80. And I'm like, all right, so the only thing I can do, because I'm telling everyone, I can't stick around super late. I promised I was getting out of here to spend more time with my wife. All right. So I said, all right, the one thing we can do then, all right, is to do the daily wrap, but do it live. I'm going to do it anyway. I have to do it. I do it every night, but this time we'll actually do it live, which I never do. I never broadcast it. And that'll give a few people a few extra minutes or whatever to show up. So I live broadcast the daily wrap. By the time I ended the daily wrap, it was like 9:25, and I was like, guys, we got to get out of here. So I tallied it up, and there were 2 more super chats. Now we were up to less than half left of the goal, and then boom, someone dropped a ginormous tip of like $70. And of course, it was this person who's been tipping with the word boner in the name of the tip. They've been doing it a lot recently. And obviously, they're jabbing fun. It's not a big deal. But yeah, they dropped this big tip. I think it was like heavy boner or something like that. No, meaty boner. That was what the name of the tip was. And we hit the goal. All right. So here's the thing. All right. Some people who are moronic trolls who've been around waiting in the wings for a long time to see the streak end were literally salivating. I'm not kidding you. They all came to the stream at the end. The stream attendance skyrocketed at the end because my trolls got word that the streak was going to end. Review Tech USA was rebroadcasting me on his channel, literally going like this, waiting for my streak to end, and all of his fucking sycophant followers were actually waiting for it to end. Okay? So it was like this big event that the streak might actually end, if you can believe it. To me, it's like, listen, I want it to continue. I love the momentum we have. I told you, this has allowed me and my family to dramatically improve our whole situation, our life situation, having more time to spend with each other, right? Being able to buy things like a new washer, dryer, fans and stuff for the house. And it's allowed me to improve my setup dramatically. I mean, some of the stuff I'm showing you that I bought with this increase of income that I have, right? So I obviously don't want the streak to end, right? And especially when every piece of shit is staring at the stream and they're like, haha, it's going to end. I'm like, but there's a difference between the streak legit ended because people didn't want to support, or the streak ended because I changed my night stream schedule and people weren't aware, and the people who usually come by to support weren't there for the end of the stream because it was early, and then it ends because of that. That's bullshit. You see? So basically I said, guys, I got to get out of here. And then the tip came. So the good news is the streak continues, but I am definitely now of the mind that probably the streak will end this week. I said it last week. I thought when we played Veilguard last week, it was going to end, and it continued. Now I'm telling you, I think now because I've changed my night stream times, I do think it's going to end this week. Unless everyone gets in line and understands that the streams are going to be a different time, it's going to be very frustrating. And, you know, I got frustrated last night. I was like, I think it's unfair that this level of support has continued very regularly for 2 months, and then it's going to end because I decided to change my schedule to spend more time with my wife. That's bullshit. It would be one thing, okay, the streak is ending because people don't like the content anymore. People have decided they can't support anymore, whatever. That would make sense. But now, oh, it ends because the schedule changed, right? That's what was killing me last night. All right? So, and by the way, again, every idiotic detractor going like this, fuming at the mouth, ha ha ha. Now, listen, of course, because the streak continued last night, all of a sudden, they all have to seethe and cope and say, oh, well, the tip wasn't real. Yes, it was. Every single contribution is real. I've literally never made up a single contribution on a stream ever. In my 16-year history as a creator, in my 8 years now as a live streamer, I've never made up a contribution. Not once. I don't have a reason to. if that were the case, this streak would now be at around 140 because I never would have said the streak ended. I would have claimed that it continued this entire time and it never would have ended and restarted multiple times. You understand? And listen, if the streak ends, it's not the end of the world either. Okay? It's not. But that's the thing. To the detractors, it is. To them, they actually feel like if this streak ends today at 81 and we don't hit the goal on this stream, that's it for Phil. That's the end. But also, you got to understand, to them, the documentary was going to be the end. Also, you got to understand, when Keemstar came on my show, that was going to be the end. The interview with Stuttering Craig was going to be the end. When Phil does a political show, that's the end for him. Everyone's going to abandon him in droves, and he'll never have viewership ever again once he talks politics. Oh, wait, he's on Kino Casino? Those guys are going to turn on him, and that's the end. Do you get it? Do you get it now? To them, literally every single thing that happens in my life is the end, because to them, it's a cycle of drama that creates content. For me, it's just normal days, normal life, fun stuff going on. There's no drama to be had. It's fine. If the streak ended last night, it wouldn't have been the end of the world, but obviously I did not want it to end. I want this positivity to continue. And what happened was, by me sticking around about an extra 25 minutes, we continued the streak. Now, I'm not doing this every night. I'm making this abundantly clear. This is not happening every single night. This is a one-time thing, basically. Now, people have to know that the late streams are earlier. They're going to start around 6:15 p.m. Pacific time. They're going to end around roughly 8:45 to 9 p.m. Pacific time. That gives me about an hour to finish up my work and then go downstairs by 10 and have time to be with my wife. Now, to make this abundantly clear as well, last night, I stayed late to hit the goal. I then set up my battery backups, UPS units that showed up that I had ordered off Amazon. They showed up during the day. I set all those up. I have one over here backing up my gaming PC, my PS5 Pro, my TV, and all those peripherals over there. And then on this side, I have another one backing up my streaming and gaming PC, my multiple monitors, my printer, speakers, and stuff like that. And they're running and they're beautiful. All right. So I had time to do all of that and to do all my uploads. And I went downstairs at 10 p.m. and I still had about 45 plus extra minutes to spend with my wife, which is what the goal was. And Kat was very happy about that. She was like, "Oh, you're actually down here like we planned." I was like, "Yep, I'm down here at the right time. We spent some time together, and I'm happy that we could do this now rather than having to rush to bed." So it all worked out very, very well. Okay, very well. So for everyone who is essentially freaking out, just stop. I seriously, like, cut the shit with the drama, because it's not just the trolls. There's people who are like, fans, "Oh, I can't believe this happened." Nothing happened. What you're saying is just silly and dumb. Nothing, nothing bad happened. People didn't get the message that the stream was going to be earlier, okay? And the streak was going to end because they didn't know. I stayed around an extra 30 minutes, and we hit it. And now, hopefully, people will get the message. I mean, enough idiots have now talked about this in the last 12 plus hours that hopefully people got the message. Hey, the streams are earlier now. Please come by and support when you can, because if you don't, the streak may end, and it's for a dumb reason, right? Not because, again, listen, like I said, if you're going to fail in life, fail as a result of your efforts not being enough or your content not being good enough, correct? So if people don't like my content, then it fails, all right? If people don't like me because I did something wrong, then it fails. Not, oh, I failed because my time of my stream changed and people weren't aware. That's nonsense. That's nonsensical shit. And just to prove a point, I've got tips, I've got super chats coming in, we've got support this morning. It's not that suddenly people don't like me and my content. It was a time change was the reason why the things were in jeopardy. I just find it hilarious that what happened, because here's what happened. As this was going on, basically, all of a sudden, people started showing their true colors in chat. These accounts that barely talk, all of a sudden, all started talking shit. Oh, it's a fake tip. Oh, fuck Phil. He's supposed to spend time with his wife. And I did. Here's how the detractors spin it. So Phil's a failure. His streak ended. It's all fake. He didn't spend time with his wife. He betrayed his family. He betrayed everyone for a tip that's not even real. Here's reality. I got to spend extra time with my wife. I even got to add new things to my setup with these UPS power supplies. I put out a great Call of Duty stream. I continued my streak, and all of my detractors are coping, seething, crying losers who can't handle my success. And every single stream that I hit my goal, it hurts them a little more, and it takes away a little more of their little dark, twisted, corrupted, sickened souls. And so I will continue to crush this fucking streak every single day, regardless of people knowing if my times have changed or not, because every single time that you make an awful person seethe, cope, and cry is a win. There's too little time in life to sit around wishing harm on others, trying to hurt others, being jealous of others. Okay? I know that now. When I was younger, I didn't understand that. And I was kind of similar to how my trolls and detractors are today. But I grew up and I became mature. And now I understand it's about positivity, fun, good content, and having a great positive future. I'm not here to be toxic. I'm not here to do nasty things. At one point in the past, yeah, probably that was what I was about. But not anymore. I've changed. These people are some of the sickest, most toxic, disgusting people on the planet. That's why they wish harm of me. That's why they want all these bad things upon me and want all the success that I'm having to go away. It's not going to go away. Every single fucking day that they act like this, I am going to redouble my efforts to make content that people want and will support. Do you understand me? They're never going to win. Even if the streak ends, the streak will come back. Even if we have a few slow days, there's going to be days of positivity and support and fun. It's never going to end. I'm always going to be here until the day that I choose not to stream. The day that I hang it up and say, I'm done, I'm retired, I'm moving on with my life, will be my choice, not theirs. They have absolutely no power, no control, and no effect on my fucking life, period. And it will have to deal with that every single day. Because every day I'm here, they suffer and I win and we have a great time together. And that's what it's all about. Fuck detractors and toxic people. They're no life losers. And this planet would be better if they all didn't exist. Done. Okay. So, some shout outs and then we're going to move on from this topic. First of all, I received a $10 super chat. Oops, I misclicked. Hold on. A $10 super chat from... Oh, my leaderboard's not updating. Shit, hold on. That's not good. Because I need to be able to see all your contributions. And if it's not updating, I might have to log out. Okay, it worked. So I got a super chat from Lil PP Energy. $5 super chat. And he says, it's not the size of the tip. It's what you do with it that matters. Thank you, Lil PP Energy, for a $5 super chat. Then I received a $10 super chat from House of Rebellion, and that's actually the biggest one of the day. Oops, that'll be 45. What is going on with the leaderboard? And House of Rebellion has a nice thing to say, but let me get them on the leaderboard first. Oh my God, why can't I? There it is. I typed every symbol but the right one. All right, House of Rebellion says, I'm just dropping by the show. Here's some 10 for the cause. For the record, streaks will come and go. Good memories last forever. People make too much over dumb stuff. Have a good stream. You're absolutely right. Like I said, if the streak had ended last night, it wouldn't have been the end of the world. I just didn't want to see it end and see all these people have a field day victory lap over it ending because I changed my schedule. People enjoyed the Call of Duty stream. They actually really liked it. That last hour of ranked gameplay was actually quite good, and I was dominating the leaderboards in the ranked gameplay, and people thought, oh, Phil's going to play ranked, he's going to fail, he's going to suck. It was the opposite. I was actually doing really well, all right? So, I'm excited to play more later in the week. But, it's just funny to see these people show their true colors, these basically sock accounts for the same 10 trolls who sit in chat talking shit because the streak continued. They can't take it. They're still talking right now and getting banned in chat. They're coming up, you fucker, you didn't spend time with your wife. Yes, I did. I had lots of extra time with Kat last night. We had a great time. We were relaxing. We were watching a TV show. We spent time with Jasper, who was acting hyper. It was great. Instead of having to go right to sleep, we actually had some extra time, and it was great. And we're going to continue to do that every night. We're going to win, and you're going to be the loser at home crying alone for the rest of your fucking life because you're obsessed with me. Deal with it. It's not changing. You will be the loser. I will be the winner. Because I'm a positive individual making great content, and you're just sitting around crying about this every night. You're fucking pathetic. So please, by all means, keep exposing yourselves in the chat. You're just embarrassing yourself. Okay. let's see here. I've got lots more contributions. We got, one didn't even load. Oh, it's just another troll. But sadly, these trolls, I should know every time the dollar tip comes in, it's a troll. I'm not even kidding. At this point, every single dollar tip I receive is a troll. I don't think I've had a legit dollar tip. The only ones that are legit, there's that guy who has disgusting names, but like, he's not a jerk. He just uses disgusting names to get attention for himself. But literally every tip of a dollar is a troll now, and I recognize every single one, so I just ignore them. Okay, on the kick side of stuff. I received 5 gifted subs from Perry the White. Thank you so much, Perry, this morning for the 5 gifted subs. Now, Perry, sadly, you tied Dick Jones, so I can't get you up there as the top sub gifter unless you gift another. But thank you so much. That is the equivalent of 25 more, so now we are at 70. Uh-oh. So, guys, I just realized something. Last night, I had to restart my computer. Reason being, I had to shut it off to plug it into the universal power supply. Okay? And now what's happening, my camera has the AI enabled again. And this happens from time to time, where my camera, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to fix it right now. All right? Give me a second. This is going to be funny. I'm just going to pause the recording and come back. Okay. I think I fixed the camera. Like I said, every single time that I either restart my PC or I power down and power up the PC, my camera's AI re-enables. And then if I move around, it reacts to gestures. Or if I go over here, the camera will follow me. It's really bizarre. So I just disabled it. Okay. Good stuff. Jade, good to see you. He says he's not going to be here for Stalker. He'll come by tonight for Flight Sim. Oh, sounds good. Flight Sim's chill fun. I'm glad that we finally have a chill game back into the rotation. I really am. We needed a chill, relaxing game because I was doing a lot of multiplayer that was very stressful. Very nice. So, all right. Everyone, let's continue, shall we? We're past the crappy drama part of the stream now. We can move on positively. So here's what we'll do. Let's talk about the schedule for the week, which I'm very excited for the schedule this week. I think it's going to be a great week. Let's talk about a couple new additions to my setup, plus the power supplies. We'll talk about that, and the fact that I'm likely going to finally buy a new streaming and capture PC probably by the end of today. Okay? And I hope, fingers crossed, that everything goes well. It's the right PC for my setup. I really hope so. And then we have some gaming news stories to talk about. All right, so let's do this. Let's start with the schedule. All right. So here's how it's going. All right. Today it is time for more Stalker 2. I'm excited for Stalker 2. We only played it for around a little over 2 hours last time we played it. Basically getting past the intro segment. And the game seems like it's going to be pretty challenging with the fact that a lot of the enemies are completely invisible. I don't know how I'm going to deal with that. I get the feeling there's going to be tons of instant deaths and things. People have said autosave is your friend. Not autosave. Quick save is your friend, which people are saying was F5, I believe. So I'm going to have to use that a lot as I play this game. Keep hitting F5 to save all the time. Oh, excuse me. So, yeah. It's going to be fun. We're basically going to be doing more gameplay and more missions and the like. Okay, and it's going to be great. We already have a bunch of missions unlocked on the map to check out. There's side missions, there's main missions, there's secret hidden loot. And a lot of people are saying it's a good game. I feel like it's more of an old school open world exploration RPG. So it's kind of like Fallout or a game like that, only the engine's a little different, right? But I definitely see that, at least in my opinion, it looks like it's something that's going to be fun because we haven't had a game like this in a while, perhaps. But a lot of people are actually saying it's like their game of the year. And I'm like, that's pretty crazy because everyone says it's unpolished. But I think a lot of people are allowing the game a pass simply because this year has been such a light year for good games. Right? All right, okay, can I please focus on my show? What the fuck is going on? I can't even concentrate because these idiots, there's like a million troll accounts right now. All over in both chats. Bouncing back and forth being assholes. So I have to sit here and fucking moderate instead of do my podcast, and it's frustrating me. Okay? Yeah, see, Fact Checker says fair comparison. It's like hardcore Fallout without VATS. Yeah, I would agree. See, this is what I mean. I'm trying I'm fucking trying to do my podcast, and it's kind of hard. Really, it's kind of hard. See? Yes, definitely, because of what happened last night, definitely people should stop contributing, because I changed my schedule to spend more time with my wife, and therefore, people who are regular supporters didn't know and weren't here. The streak was going to end, so I stayed 25 extra minutes, and then we hit the streak. Because of that, regulars should stop supporting me. How about this? Fuck off, you fucking life stalker losers. Stop with your fucking insane obsession with me. What you're saying didn't happen. You're nuts. Every fucking one of you. Whether you're a little insignificant shit or you're Review Tech USA. You're all nuts. Every one of you. And I'm tired of it. Why do I have to sit here and see mentally ill fucking people come to my chat and spew this toxic shit? I'm not putting up with it ever again. I've had enough. Really, this is insane. Shut the fuck up. These fucking delusional fucking people. How did Vutek get involved? Because he was restreaming the whole thing. He was the one who was cheering on the end of the streak. And he had people coming over and doing fucked up stuff because of it. That's why. No, I'm not okay because I want to do my show. And I can't do my show with these idiots interrupting it. In both chats, we got idiots coming in, spewing this toxic shit. Like, I can't even focus. I'm trying to talk about Stalker. You got 2 people who want to talk about Stalker, and then here come 10 troll sock accounts. What the fuck? Get a fucking life. The funny part about all of this is, all right, this has happened 7 zillion times. All right, it really has. Something happens that's literally not drama. It's just a normal commonplace thing. All right, it happens. My trolls spin it as drama, and then a million people get fooled and listen. And then all of a sudden, they hate me, right? All of a sudden, Phil's a villain. Phil's a horrible person. Phil did this bad thing. Phil did that bad thing. I didn't do anything. I literally did nothing. Nothing bad happened last night. It was actually a good stream. Like I said, I had a great time on that fucking stream. Playing the ranked of Call of Duty. I wish there were more people there because they didn't realize that the time change, but it was a good one, right? But according to the trolls, it was like, you know, D-Day for me. It's the end. It's everything's over. It's the apocalypse for Phil. No, that's not true. And if you don't believe it, or if you believe them, you're gullible. No, can I say it again? If you believe these people who every single day say every single thing that I do is horrible, bad, and a cancelable action, you're gullible. You need to look in the mirror and say, why do I listen to this drama? And why do I believe it? And why am I even here? Because if you're that gullible, maybe you shouldn't watch a streamer, right? Maybe you should go do something else. If you get so caught up in drama, I mean, we had this guy, Void, right? When I started streaming on Kick, he liked my content. He wants to be one of my biggest supporters. He gives a whole bunch of subs, becomes one of my top 3 supporters. Within a few weeks, he's talking to fucking duty streams. He's in drama content. He's got them all on his streams. They're literally trying to take my supporters and convert them to be detractors. What the fuck is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? That's not normal human behavior. That's sick shit. That's stuff that people who are deranged do. You understand? Normal people don't fucking have these kind of actions. They just, you know, so what is going on? And now I got to deal with the repercussions of this shit because I'm on stream and I got to hear about all this drama behind the scenes. And then they're talking shit about me in my chat. They're talking shit about me in their chat. And then the detractors are making videos about it. It's like, I just want to stream content. I literally just want to be here right now talking about my schedule for the week. Why can't I do that? Humans are too susceptible and too much suckers for drama. Okay? They are. I don't want to make drama content. I don't. I really don't. That was never my goal. That's why I never became someone like Keemstar or someone like that. You understand? Literally, that's why I stayed away from it. I could have done that. And then you could have said, well, Phil, guess what? It's your own fault. You made your bed. And I would have been like, you know what? Fair enough. That's the content I put out. That's the life I got to live with. I don't do that. I don't make that content. I don't make lolcow content. I don't make drama content, right? So why do I have to deal with all the bullshit as if I do? I don't understand. It makes me scratch my fucking head. You know, I don't understand it at all why I have to deal with this bullshit. So it's this simple. If you're susceptible to this shit and you're going to sit here and you're going to associate with these people and you're going to talk with them, then go join them and leave me alone. And that goes for everyone. It's sad because I have many people who I think are great positive parts of this community. Void was one of them. Void was here. He was chatting it up and we were all having a good time. He was making emotes and everything. And then all of a sudden he turns. What did I do? Did I change? No. Did I change my content, my attitude, anything about me? No. He just decides one night, I don't like Phil because I started talking to Phil's detractors. Right? Last night, was it annoying that the streak might have ended because I changed my schedule? Yes. Right? Yeah, absolutely. Right? That could have happened. It would have been very annoying if it ended. I stayed 25 extra minutes. The streak continued. I was still able to finish all my work early, go downstairs, and have time with my wife. That's what happened. So why is it that there's people in chat, oh, Phil did the wrong thing. Phil didn't do anything. You're the one who's creating drama here, not me. I made zero drama. There was none. It actually went well last night. So why the fuck are we doing about that? I don't get it. I really want to know. Can I do my schedule now? Like, serious, did we get rid of them all now? So now I could do my schedule and talk about games and shit? Because I'm tired of this. I had the segment. It was done. And then another 20 fucking socks came into the chat and derailed it. And I couldn't talk about Stalker. All right? I'm going to reset. Really, I'm going to hit the reset button now. And I swear to fucking God, if these fucking people start, I've had enough. It's going to be perma-ban, left, right, up, and fucking down. Okay, are we ready? All right, thank you. Let's begin. Let's get back to the schedule, okay? How frustrating. Hope you guys understand my frustration. Understand, I'm not frustrated at normal people who are like nice, positive people here to have a good time with me at all. I mean, there's literally 1,000 people right now who would like nothing than to derail my positive content because they're jealous that they can't have a positive life. That's exactly what it is. They can't have a positive life. They can't have the things I have. And they're just so upset about that they want me to have a downfall. And that's not going to happen. Okay? All right. Let's continue. The schedule for this week. Let's begin again. Today, it's the continuation of Stalker 2. And the thing is, I really liked Stalker 2 when I played it the other day, but I didn't get to play enough of it. It seems like it's going to be a way more difficult version of an open world kind of wandering RPG. Kind of like Fallout, like someone had said, like Fallout, but hardcore mode, but no VATs. Yeah, it's kind of how it feels right now. It feels like everything's going to be a lot more tough. I'm taking a lot more damage. Like bullets take a ton of your life off right away. And having these invisible hazards all around seems like it's going to make the game way more difficult than any other kind of modern open RPG where it's kind of easy mode. This doesn't seem easy mode at all. Keep in mind, I didn't play it at Rookie. I'm playing it at Stalker level. So there are going to be, challenging parts that are going to probably kick my butt. I need to remember to do the quick save a lot, right? F5. So I'm excited for more because I didn't really get that far in. And like I was saying before I was rudely interrupted by morons, I've got all these missions now all over the place to do. We've got, rescue this person, check out this stash of loot, do this, do that. And then you got the main missions too. So it seems like the game's going to have quite a lot of content, which is probably why a lot of people are saying it's actually one of their big nominations for Game of the Year, despite the fact that it's not really polished. A lot of people are complaining about bugs and the wonkiness of the engine. And I don't see there's a problem with that as long as you're having fun, right? Unlike Cyberpunk 2077, which was a AAA studio, which had so much time to develop their game and had a great track record. The makers of Stalker have basically made a few Stalker games, and all of them are usually buggy, but people see it as like charming and part of the series, right? Personally, I haven't seen anything yet. In the a little over 2 hours that I've played, I haven't really seen many or any bugs or problems. So I'm very much looking forward to this next schedule, this next session is what I meant to say. And I hope that you guys will join me for it, okay? Tonight on the late stream, which is starting at 6:15 p.m. Pacific time, which I need to make abundantly clear, this is when the late streams start now. It is Microsoft Flight Simulator. And when we played this last week, the first stream went really, really well, okay? we had a lot of fun with it. Where basically people who were the top contributors got to pick where we went. So we went to a lot of different places. We went to Fairfield, Connecticut, where I went to both high school and college. Then we went to the Grand Canyon. We went to San Francisco and went under the Golden Gate Bridge. We went to the Mall of America, and then we flew over Minneapolis, right? That was really cool. Even at night, it looked really nice at night. Geez, where else? We went to a bunch of places. We went to like 3 or 4 other places too. I can't remember. Oh, we went to Mexico to look for Ethan Ralph's shack. Sadly, we couldn't find it. But it went well. It was a good stream. And I think that this game will continue to be entertaining and chill fun. That's the point. Like, we fly to an area, we all talk about it, we have fun conversation, and we relax and enjoy each other's company while we look at some really nice scenery. Like, that's the point. It's not like, oh, I'm learning how to fly. I don't really care about that. I just want to do some cool stuff. Oh, we went to Universal Studios, Florida, and I got out of the chopper and walked around and got to see how bad it's rendered on the ground, right? That was pretty funny. Now, here's the thing. Tonight's late stream has to end by around 9 p.m. Pacific time. That gives me an hour to clip stuff out of the show, to upload and everything and get done. So I'll be done by around 10-ish, and I'll have time to spend with my wife. Okay? So please understand that. Please respect that. And I hope people will show up to support the late stream. Again, it's not that people don't want to support. It's that the time shift screwed us up last night. And obviously, I don't want this to be an ongoing thing. People have already expressed that the earlier the late stream is, the better for them. Because my late stream goes so late, a lot of people miss it. So, hey, you would think me starting the stream a little earlier is a good thing, right? But I don't know. Let's see what happens tonight. Hopefully, people will show up. Casanova says, can you go to Antarctica? Antarctica's in the game, and yeah, you could start there. But again, what we're going to do is by top contributor. So when we start, I'll do like 5-10 minutes of warm-up, and whoever's the top contributor, by the end of that, we'll start wherever they want to go, and then we'll wherever the night takes us. All right? That's the cool thing about these streams. They're very interactive. Okay? Okay. Cool. That's today. Now I have a shout out to do, then we'll talk about the rest of the week. I received a $3 tip from Chocoboko. Looking forward to more Stalker 2 today. Yes, me too, Chocoboko. Thank you for the contribution. I hope that it ends up being quite good. I think it will be, honestly. I just hope that it doesn't get into like a big buggy mess that some people have described. Cool. Okay, tomorrow, the day stream is going to be a major session of Dragon Age the Veilguard. Now, we haven't played it for a week, okay? Last time we played it, it was kind of interesting. It was a combination between side content and story. So what I want to do is play it again and see if we can keep it in the rotation and if people will like it and show up and support. I don't think it's going to be a game that's ever going to get a ton of attention. Okay, just being honest. But I think there is an audience for it. It's just not a big audience. I hope you guys will show up and support the stream. Perhaps we can have more support before we start the game, since I know the game probably won't get much attention. Let's see how it goes. And what we need to do every time we play it, we have to determine, is it good enough to keep going? As of now, I'd say yes, but let's see what happens tomorrow. And if tomorrow we determine, nah, forget it, then we'll drop it. Okay? Tomorrow night, the late stream will be more Bloodborne. Okay? A late night stream of Bloodborne. That should be fun. And then Wednesday, the day stream will be more Stalker. And then Wednesday night will be Street Fighter 6. I'm going to play with E Honda for the first time in months. See if I can get back into the swing of things with the character. That way I will have played with all 4 of my characters over the last like month or so and trying to get back into playing the game at a higher level. Thursday is American Thanksgiving. So that means there will not be 2 streams that day, just 1. And on the first stream, it's going to be my Thanksgiving special edition of DSP Tries, of Level 1 Podcast, where I'm going to tell you all the things I'm so grateful and thankful for. All right, we're going to have a big thankful session here on stream. And then it's going to be Microsoft Flight Simulator for the daytime stream. So it's just going to be a nice, relaxing, chill stream day for Thanksgiving. I will not be here on the late stream. There will be none, because I'm going to have a nice Thanksgiving Day meal with my wife and have a good time hanging out and just relaxing for the holiday. I will be back for Friday, all day on Friday. It's Black Friday, and it's gameplay here on DSP Gaming. The first stream will be Black Ops Friday, or Black Friday Ops, whatever. And I think we'll start with the ranked gameplay again, because I actually really liked the ranked gameplay. But since it's going to be a 3-hour gameplay stream, we could do whatever. Like, maybe we could start with that and then do some Warzone or go to standard multiplayer, whatever you guys really want. All right, we'll see. But it's going to be Black Ops on the first stream on Friday, and then Friday night is DSP DS Politics. That's right. My political show that I stream exclusively on Kick will be Black Friday night. Why not Thursday? Because Thursday's American Thanksgiving, so we're bumping it a day, okay? And that's my streaming week. I'll be off on Saturday. Then I got to figure out what I'm going to do for December. You know, December's interesting because we do have a couple of new games like Marvel Rivals and Indiana Jones. But I also need to start spending time with my wife. Remember I told you I was going to start spending time with Kat and have extra days off? We had one extra day in November. The other day we were supposed to have didn't happen because of this fan debacle where I was trying to have ceiling fans installed and one of them was faulty. So we lost one of the days we were supposed to spend together, which really sucks. We're getting back on track. And I'll tell you right now, that first week of December, we are absolutely taking an extra day off to be with each other. We have plans and stuff that we want to do. So that's happening. But there will be good stuff coming up, new games and fun stuff for the end of the year. Also keep in mind that likely sometime in December, I want to do a long form react on DSP Reacts because I haven't done one in so long and I think it would be really fun to do it. So it should be good time. All right. Good times ahead. Good stuff coming. Okay. All right. That's it for the schedule segment. Now, what I want to do is talk a little bit about what's going on with my setup and the upgrades that I'm working on. Okay. So as you know, we've been talking about this for a while. Black Friday deals have begun. They started on the 21st. Today's the 25th. So already for 4 days, these Black Friday deals have been all over the internet. And I've been jumping on a lot of these deals. I bought a brand new PS5 controller that I showed you yesterday, and I used for Bloodborne, and actually it worked really well. It was working better than my old one, which was having issues with the R1 bumper. I bought 2 universal power supply battery backups, one for this side of the office and one for that side of the office. I needed them because my old battery backup had died earlier in the year, and I had forgotten to buy another one. And then the power went out the other day, and I freaked out. I was like, oh, crap, no battery backup. That could mean that this is going to screw everything up if the power goes out. All my stuff might shut down, and then I'm screwed if it, you know, corrupts something or blows out something. So now I have really good high-end surge protection and battery backups on both sides of the office. So if the power goes out, I'm good to go. Don't have to worry about that. Okay? I have purchased 2 other things that actually arrived this morning. All right? A storage hard drive for my upcoming new streaming and capture PC. It is a Samsung 980 Pro. Now, I also had another one. This other one, let me show you. This one was purchased for me by a fan, all right, about a month and a half ago. And I installed it in my gaming PC, so I had tons of storage space. A 3 gigabyte 990 Pro with heatsink. Blistering speeds and endless victory, it says. This is a gaming hard drive, meaning this is what you want to put your games on, okay? For storage, for videos and stuff like that, I don't need the heatsink. I don't need the maximum capacity, and I don't need the extra speed. So for this, I just went with the 980 Pro, which is similar. It's just basically a step down from the 990 Pro because it doesn't have the heatsink or whatever, but it's 2 terabytes, and I got this for around $100. I think it was just over 100, like $110. Normally, this is $200. So this was a great Black Friday deal, getting like $90 off the price of a hard drive. It's pretty darn good, and this is going to go into my new capture streaming PC as the storage hard drive, okay? And sorry, I keep saying a hard drive. It's a solid state drive. It's an SSD, and I'm saying hard drive like a dummy. It's a solid state drive, okay? So that's going to go in there. Now, hopefully it's good. I don't know. We'll find out. I keep saying hard drive. This solid state drive has been amazing. I've been using it for about a month and a half, and all my games are on it, and it runs beautifully. You'd think Samsung, right? Same brand. Hopefully it's going to be just as good. I guess we're going to find out. But so far, so good, my experience with this one. So hopefully this one will also be good. Why is this Olympics branded? I have absolutely no idea what this has to do with the Olympics. But as you can see, they probably made it around the time of the Olympics because it has Olympics branding on it. Just say SSD. Okay. All right. Now, I am done with external capture devices. Okay, I like them, and they've served me well for 10 years. But sadly, I hate to say it, it's time to move on and go to something more professional. This current capture device that I use is great quality, but I'm not kidding you. When I stand up, it blinks. I'm not shitting you. Like right now, if I stand up, it didn't do it that time. Half the time, if I just stand up, my whole screen goes black and then comes back. And it says signal, lost signal, and then it comes back. And half the time when I'm playing a game, right, and I'm loading between screens, it goes, oh, you know, no signal or something. I'm like, what is going on? Now I've tested all the wires and everything. They're all fine. It's the capture device. It's just wonky. All external capture devices are a little wonky. All right. They've all had their little quirks, but I've used them for a decade, but it's time to go more professional and more serious. So I got the Elgato 4K Pro Performance internal capture card. This thing does 4K 60 frames per second HDR capture, 8K 60 frames per second pass through, and it basically, you know, works with everything. It's a great card. It's rated very highly, and it's going to go into my new capture and streaming PC. Okay, so no more using the externals and no more this crazy messy setup here. Instead, all I did is I bought two 15-foot up to standard 8K 2.1 HDMI cables, and those are coming tomorrow. And so what's going to happen is basically my PC will have one cable running out to this capture card, and then the capture card will have a cable running all the way out to the TV. Okay? Now, the only thing I'll have to change up is I'm going to probably have to swap that cable between the PC and the PS5 Pro. Shit, you know what I'm realizing? I need a third cable. Oh, I'm just realizing now, wait, I actually need a third cable because I need one cable to go from the PS5 Pro to the PC, one cable to go from the PC to the PC, and one cable to go from the PC to the TV. I need 3 cables. I need to buy another one. I'm just going to order it right now. Seriously. Here, and you might say, well, I don't understand. Why can't you just have one HDMI cable that swaps between your gaming PC and your PlayStation 5 Pro? Because my gaming PC has a build where the port isn't exposed. The port's internal. So basically, I need to, every time I would swap the cable, I would have to turn the PC off, disassemble the top, pull the cable out, and plug it into the PS5, which is an incredible amount of work. So all I'm going to do, I'm just going to buy the same exact cable. It sucks because now, hopefully it comes fast. I just need one more. Oh, actually the cables were coming today. I didn't even know that. So I'm just going to order one more. It says it'll come by tomorrow. Okay, good. Only 9 left in stock? Holy shit. Add to cart and check out right now. Only 9 cables left in stock. Yes, buy now, please. Ugh. Okay. Okay. So I got 2 coming today and another coming tomorrow, which is fine because I didn't order the PC yet. So, you know, I don't need it immediately, but so yeah. So I'm going to have one cable basically going from the PC to the TV, and that'll never be changed. But I'm going to have 2 other cables that need to be swapped, one coming out of the PS5 Pro and one coming out of the PC, and those I'll have to swap whenever I'm going to go between the console. So basically, I'm going to have access to the back of this PC, which is fine. It's going to be a much smaller PC than this. This thing is a giant beast, my current PC that I've used for 10 years. This next one is actually way more compact. It's considered a mid-size. This is like a giant tower case. This next one's going to be a smaller mid-sized PC. They'll have access to the ports and everything easily. So that's good. What about the Switch? The Switch will be fine. I could just alternate the cable between the PS5 Pro and the Switch. That won't be an issue. Yeah. Yeah, eventually maybe I'll get an HDMI switcher, but not now. You're talking about getting an HDMI switcher. There is the 2.1 standard that has 8K pass through. By the way, it also needs to have its own power supply. So now I got to find a way to plug it into this UPS supply, which already is full. So it's like, let's just not deal with that yet. Maybe I'll get a switcher later, but for now, I think we're all right. Okay. All right. So new hard drive. That's not it. This is the old one. New hard drive and to store videos on. I keep saying hard drive. New solid state drive to store videos on, and completely new capture card, top of the line, all right, for when I get my new PC. So the only thing left to do is to order the PC. And basically, we've been talking about this all week long, right? And I think I'm ready to pull the trigger. I think I'm going to get the PC that we were looking at, the first one. It's like a white color, and it has a certain graphics card and everything. Only reason I looked into it, it has the slot that I need for this capture card. It has the Ryzen 7, which is the capture card requires Ryzen 7. It has the Ryzen 7 processor needed. It's in stock. It could come within like a day. I think I'm just gonna get that one today because some people are like, wait till Cyber Monday, and I'm like, here's the problem. Okay, if you wait till Cyber Monday, all the Black Friday deals are over. The Black Friday deals actually end Sunday. Okay, usually they go Friday to Sunday, but now Black Friday is a whole week earlier. So basically, if I don't get these Black Friday deals now, I'm reliant on whatever's on sale on Cyber Monday. Now, there is a chance that what's on sale on Cyber Monday will be absolutely amazing and blow me away and be great. And I'm like, oh, but what if I wait till Cyber Monday, right? And then there's not as good of a deal. And now I'm screwed basically having to get second fiddle stuff or, well, it's now or never, or I'll play full price, right? So, yeah, the way I see it, exactly. Here's what Lipsian just said it the best. He says, it's a gamble waiting for Cyber Monday. Don't look at prices in the day so you'll have regrets. Exactly right. Because on Cyber Monday, there may be an amazing deal that they saved for Cyber Monday, or the prices may not be as good as they were on Black Friday, and I can't get the same level of what I could have gotten. Like right now, if I order, I know exactly what I'm getting. I'm getting the Ryzen 7 processor. I'm getting the 4070 Super graphics card. I'm getting 32 gigs of RAM. I know what's in it, and it looks good. Not that I care about its looks because it's going to sit right there where I can barely even see it. Like this PC, I can see all day. This PC, I can barely see at all. It's like over there. So I really, neither heads or tails whether I get a nice looking one or not, right? But I feel like, now wait a minute. Iron Chef Sakai says, get the best of the best. Why is money an issue? Because I'm not rich. I'm not filthy rich. You want me to buy a $5,000 PC and have $0 in the bank? Like, I don't even have that much, I don't. So I basically feel like I want to get a deal, and I can get it today and I know what I'm getting, or I can wait till Monday and have a gamble, right? Yes, but Iron Chef Sakai, he says, you hit streaks all day. Iron Chef Sakai, I already bought a washer dryer. I already just had 2 fans installed in my home. I've had other things that I've been spending money on, plus all my normal bills. I don't have an insane amount of money saved up. I don't. Okay? Now, if the streak continues, right? If it continues for months and months, and now I don't have to drop money on any of this stuff anymore, then we'll be in a situation where we'll be like, yeah, I'm saving money and I have all this stuff. I'm not in that situation right now. No, you cannot use the mini PC for streaming. The mini PC is not meant for extended use in that way. It would overheat. It's a tiny little PC. You're supposed to use it in bursts. It's meant for emulation. It's not meant to be a serious capture streaming PC. That's ridiculous. It doesn't even have good cooling or nothing. Anyway, all right. So basically, things are working out. Things are coming together. I just got to pull the trigger on the PC, and then it's going to be a matter of scheduling. When do I actually set this thing up? Because remember, this is not, oh, it's here. We're good. I got to have time set aside where, number one, I got to, first of all, just hook it up and get it working basically, at a basic functionality, right? Which could be a challenge. You saw it was a pain in the ass to even get this gaming PC working with my network. So now I got to get this new one working, right? Then I got to open it up when it's powered down, install these components, get these to work. And once that's finally up and running and working, all right, then I got to get it set up in my office to have the wires running. And then the big challenge. The big challenge is very simple, the migration. The migration of my current setup to my new PC, which means all of these graphics, all of the animations, all of the OBS setup, all of the files, all the stuff I'm using, I got to get it working on the new PC. And I know it's going to be different. Like the OBS I use right now daily is like 2 years outdated because they haven't updated it for Windows 8 in many years. You know, same thing. All the stuff I'm using is essentially outdated. And so I have to get used to the modern standard of everything. It's going to be a heck of a time. It is. I know for everyone else, it's probably arguably the most simple process possible with no issues. For me, it's going to be an issue. I can tell you right now, I guarantee you, we're going to have days of troubleshooting. Why is this not working? Why is this not working? Why does this setup not work? Why am I getting an error? Where's this file? I swear I carried it over. What is this? What is that? Just expect it. Expect it. But the truth is, I feel like this is going to be finally what we have talked about for like 5 years. The upgrade I need, I'll be fully modernized. Modern gaming PC, pretty much almost top of the line. Modern streaming and capture PC that's going to allow me to stream at different qualities to different websites, to capture at a very high quality that I want, to even upgrade my quality, to maybe even go to 1440p or higher, to future-proof, so if I ever want to go 4K, I can. You know, I'll have all of these capabilities, no corrupted video files, no issues, right? I'm feeling it. I'm feeling... Finally, I'm going to be like modernized Phil. Look at all these improvements and things that I've done this last year, correct? So, I hope so. I could be wrong. But I really am hoping for the best. I'm hoping that all this is going to work out. I'll feel, you know, like everything's improved and better. And then we don't have to worry about it. Because like I said, right now, with all this increased support that I've been getting, a lot of this money has been, all right, I got to get a new washer dryer. You know, we need these ceiling fans. We need... other things around the house. I need to upgrade the setup. Once all this stuff is done, now finally for the first time, I can just say, hey, save some money. Put it aside. We're going to have some money banked. That time, if something goes on, right? Oh my God, something, you know, something breaks or unforeseen circumstance happens. I have some money to fall back on for a change, right? And then plan other stuff for the future. And, you know, that's right. Genesis Gaming says, don't forget your Stream Deck. You're right. My Stream Deck, I'll be able to start using with this new PC. I'll be able to play animations, play sound effects, do scene transitions with the touch of a button. I would much rather just touch buttons to do scene transitions than be over here clicking around in OBS and misclicking and fucking things up, you know? Pretty good. So, very good. And I'm excited for the future. So I think likely by the end of today, I will be buying this PC. And then it's going to come. And like I said, it's really going to be about when do we schedule it. Not this week. There's no way I could do this transition this week. We've got to schedule this stuff already planned out. And like I said, the first week of December, I want to spend time with my wife. So maybe like second week of December. I don't know. We got to figure out when's the best time to schedule time for me to do the transition to the new PC. It'll be fun. You know, I'm going to unbox it for you guys. Turn it on and work through it. You know, setting it up the first time would be pretty fun. Okay, maybe I can do it live. Maybe I can actually install these components live on a stream, right? The PC upgrade stream or something, right? I don't know. It could be pretty cool. Exactly. There's things that I need to have money for that I don't have right now. For example, what if my piping bursts? Like I've been warned here in my community that if your piping bursts, you should have a certain amount of money saved up to try to get it repaired or replaced, right? So I need to start having money for that stuff, and I don't, you know? I don't have credit or anything. You know, I went through a bankruptcy 4.5 years ago. My credit has not recovered yet. It takes about 7 years for credit to come back after a bankruptcy. So, so I need to wait. I'm waiting it out. So, yeah, let's see what happens. But I'm hoping for the best. I really am, and I hope that you guys will continue to hang out with me, despite the fact there may be some weird streams coming up of me messing around with a new PC and stuff and getting it working, right? Okay. Is the new PC air or liquid cooled? I don't know. Off the top of my head, I don't know. I know that you really don't want liquid cooling. Like, I'm well aware of that. What just happened? I clicked on it and went away. I'm trying to find my view history. If I can find it from yesterday. Is it? No. This it. This might be it. Nope. Trying to find it. This it. That's it. I don't see any I don't think it has any water cooling. I don't think so. It doesn't mention that. I think it's all air cooled. No, it might have some water cooling too, which will need to be replaced over time, right? It's not clear. It actually isn't clear. It says nothing in the PC as I'm looking at it looks like water cooling. But then it says AIO cooling. Is that water cooling? AIO cooling? You do not need to replace AIO liquid coolers. You don't. I don't know anything about this. I might have to replace it over time, though, right? Like, I might have to buy a new replacement cooler. People want to see it. Here it is. This is the case. All right. And see, it says here, Conquer CPU heat. It has advanced AIO cooling to prevent overheating and ensure your system runs smoothly without throttling. I know nothing about it. I've never had a water cooling. Never. Sometimes the pump can die. That is liquid cooled for sure. The tubes are for water. Oh, yeah. Is mine water cooled now? I don't even know if my current PC is water cooled. I have no idea. Maybe it is. Maybe mine's water cooled now. My gaming PC. It's not water, it's a liquid. Does it have tubes? Yeah, there's 2 tubes. So I have it now. I don't even know. I don't know what I have. I don't know anything. I'm an idiot. Look at me. I'm an idiot. I don't know what's going on. I don't even know what my name is half the time. It's like antifreeze. It's mineral oil. The gaming one is water cooled. Any high-end PC is water cooled these days. When I built PCs, water cooling was actually very rare. Yeah, my PCs that I built did not have water cooling or anything like that. No, it was incredibly rare. You know, I'm talking early 2000s. AIO is better performance, quieter, and less maintenance than other liquid cooling systems. So this is a good one then, is what you're saying. Okay. This is it. That's what it looks like. Except this is fake. So basically I was working with someone trying to figure this out, right? This is fake. This isn't even the real PC. You want to know why? Because there's no motherboard in it. This isn't real at all. This is like not real. The way that they set it up in this picture, it's probably not going to look like that. Like, people looked it up and the motherboard wouldn't sit in it like that. So this is probably just a staging picture. That's the slot. See, under the graphics card, I guess that's the slot that I would put the capture card in, right? You think it is legit? It's known as a baby ATX. Well, as long as the capture card fits right there, we're good, right? Yeah, I think that there's what, 1 or 2 slots right there. It looks like there's 2 slots available to put stuff in right there, and I only need the one. Yeah, all I'm going to put in there is the capture card. That's all this is. This is literally just going to be a capture streaming PC for me. That's it. I'm not doing anything else with it. That's what I mean. Like all these LEDs and shit, I'm never even going to care about them or see them. I'm not going to be touching any of that stuff. It's just going to be right here doing that for me. How big is the capture card? I don't know. Here it is. Tell me. I don't know. Does it say anywhere on it? No. PCIe interface. Interface PCIe. That's all it says. It's PCI times 4. It will fit in anything. If you say so. Duh. Okay. I just read what it said. It says PCIe interface, whatever that means. I don't know what that means. Is that PCI Express? Surely I will choose game appropriate LED setup. Probably not. Like my gaming PC, I usually set up every day. I set it up to be something appropriate. Today I'm doing this. It's like yellow, white, and red, similar to my background, because it's kind of like hydrogen or like nuclear radiation kind of a deal. I'm thinking. So that's for Stalker. But I doubt I'm ever gonna do anything with this PC. It's gonna sit over there. I'll just have it on a generic setting or something. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure this will fit. Why wouldn't it? Right? So I think this is what I'm probably going to get today. And then it's just a matter of once it arrives, number one, booting it up and getting it working. We'll unbox it together. I'll like show it off, and we'll boot it up. We'll get it working. Then I gotta, once it's booted up and working, I'd power it down again, open it up, and install the capture card and the hard drive. Right? Then making sure those work. Then the migration, and the migration's the big thing. The migration is going to be the challenging thing. And I don't know. I'm really nervous about the migration. If you can't tell, like I'm seriously nervous. It's going to take way too fucking long. And it's going to have all these errors and shit. So at the very least, I'm definitely not getting rid of this PC till the other one's fully up and running. I'm going to have 2 PCs right here for a bit until I figure out how to get it 100% working. And then I'll get rid of this one. You know, I need to have something to work every day. I can't not work because I'm doing this new PC deal. So, so it's going to be a 2 PC setup. I love people who are like, well, this PC wouldn't be my choice. That's great. So what mystical PC would you buy that's $1,500 that's going to do what this one does and is going to capture and stream how I want to? Because I know you're going to say, oh, build your own, which I can't do. I'm not going to do. Or buy this one, and it's going to be like a $2,500 giant full tower PC. Okay, so neither of those scenarios are happening. So this is the best that I can do with what's on sale right now for Black Friday. I've been looking all week. Like, there's been other ones as well. There was a really good Acer. Okay, and the Acer had much better components than this, but the motherboard was terrible. It had no spot to put this. So I wouldn't have been able to use an internal capture, so it just negated the point of me getting it. I've been looking at a lot of different ones, okay? Ryzen or Intel newest tech for streaming PC, full-size mobile. So you want me to get a giant PC that's like $2,500. I don't have that, okay? Super Bonchan, I only need to use the processor for one thing. One process. Okay, I keep explaining to people. This PC is going to do three things. It's going to stream to Kick, it's going to stream to YouTube, and it's going to capture locally. So three processes. The stream for Kick will be 8,500 kilobits per second, 1080p, 60 frames. The stream to YouTube will probably be around 15,000 kilobits or more per second, and likely I'm going to try to go to 1440p, 60 frames per second. Okay? The local videos I want to be probably around 20,000 kilobits or more per second, and then I want probably 1440p, 60 frames. So that's what I'm looking to do. The processor will only have to do one of those three things, while the graphics card will probably be split doing the other two. Darren, exactly right. He says, as long as it has an NVIDIA 4000 GPU, you stream from the GPU, and the CPU will do the recording. That's exactly what I'm planning to do. The CPU will be doing the one recording process, while the GPU will be doing the dual streaming to the services. And I hope it works. Really. I really hope it works. The other thing is, Amazon has a 30-day return policy. It even says right here, returnable till January 31st, 2025. So basically, if I buy it now, and we do all this setup and we test it and it can't do what I need, I can return it. Because it's Amazon. As opposed to if you're fucking around with some other company and you try to return it and they're giving you a hard time, I can just return this one too. It's just hilarious because just to give you guys who are watching on demand some perspective here, some people in the stream chat are like, this is great. And others are like, oh, this is absolutely terrible. Just let him waste his money. Yet they don't provide an alternative. They just complain and say, oh, it's a bad choice. But then they don't say why. They don't say, oh, here's the alternative, right? Yeah, it's a 4070 Super. So that's going to be able to do the dual streaming, I hope. It's a really good graphics card. I know. See, no matter what, this has happened every single time I've gotten a new PC. Okay, I'm not even kidding you. This will be the third. Because the first time I got a new PC was early on in my YouTube career. And then the second time I got a new PC was when I moved here. And then this will be the third. Every single time that I've done this, I've been told I did it wrong. Even though I listen to advice, even though I take my time to do it. Like the last time, right? With this PC I've had for 10 years, I literally sat down with my viewers and we talked about it. And we talked about every piece that I needed, every piece in it, piece by piece, the level I needed. And I got it, and it comes, and then people are like, wow, you bought a lemon. I literally built this fucking PC piece by piece with the advice of my viewers. And then when it showed up, you did it wrong, you overpaid, you got a lemon. All right. The only thing you don't like is the white case, is Genesis Gaming. I like the white case because my other PC is white, and now my UPSs are white. So it kind of color coordinates everything in the office. I'm not going to lie. It's kind of silly, I know, but it does. It coordinates all the PCs. It's kind of silly, but hey, it works. Because I could get it in black, too. It comes in black, but I would prefer the white. Darren says this 4070 Super is good. It's future proof. The VRAM will cover you for dual streaming. Cool. Does it have to be from Amazon? The thing with Amazon is, number one, I know it'll come within a day or two because I live near all the Amazon warehouses and distribution centers. So if I order from Amazon, I'm going to get it within like a day or two. So it's safe. It's not in transit for 2 weeks to get damaged. And number two, if I need to return it, I can return it right away. I can literally bring it to my local like Kohl's or whatever and just drop it off and say, here, take it back. And then I get my money back within like a day. So that's why. If I order from another business, you're talking weeks to ship. And then on top of that, you don't know if it's going to arrive safe. And then on top of that, the returns process is probably a nightmare. So that's why I prefer Amazon. That's exactly right, too. I would like it to last a while. I don't know if it's going to last 10 years. This PC I have right now, I can't believe it lasted 10 years. I can't. It's like shocking to me that I have a piece of tech that lasted 10 years. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it'll last 10 years, but certainly I would like it to last a while. And I hope it does. I'm trying to see what's in my current gaming PC. Like, how do I check the stats on this fucking thing with Windows 11? I don't even know. How do I see what's inside of my gaming PC? Device settings? No, these are all attached device. I want to see what my graphics card is. I don't even know. Settings about screen. I'm in settings right now. There's no about screen. Doesn't exist. There's no about screen. About in the search bar? There's no search bar in the settings screen. Oh, I'm fucking PCs, man. This is driving me nuts, if you can't tell. The search in the taskbar? What do you want me to do that for? Okay, what do you want me to search there for? What am I searching for? Right-click on the Windows icon, go to System. Okay, that worked. So, okay. I have an i7 processor in here in the gaming PC. But it doesn't say what graphics card I have. Yeah, it doesn't say what graphics card I have in here. What do I have in here? Device Manager? It is a GeForce RTX 4070 Ti Super. That's what I have in my current gaming PC. Okay. Because the thing's pretty great. Like, every game I've played on here has been amazing, right? You hope the capture card doesn't have a requirement for PCIe ×8 slot, even though it's times a ×4 slot just for the bandwidth. What? What do we want me to do? Do you want me to look at this? Do you really want to open this and look at it? I don't even know if you'll be able to tell by looking at it what kind of a slot this takes. Read the back. I read it. There's nothing really on here. System requirements. This is a hell of a podcast. Need my reading glasses. I'm an old man. Okay? System requirements. Windows 10 64-bit, 8th generation Intel Core i5 CPU or AMD Ryzen 5 or better. NVIDIA GeForce GTX 10XX or better. PCIe X4 or X8 or X16 slot and placement. So it says X4 or X8 or X16 slot and placement. So I guess that means any of those would work, correct? That's what it says on the back of the box. My old man glasses. All right. So what does it mean? Now I'm serious, people are disagreeing. So I just said, so that's any slot then. It'll fit any slot. And people say, yes, precisely. Then Lady Charisma says, well, that's a full slot, like a GPU goes in, you need a full slot. How does no one know? How does no one understand? How does no one know? Do I actually have to open the fucking thing and look at it? You have to open the box? I'm gonna get a headache. Do you understand why I don't like messing with PCs? You get it now, right? You totally understand, right? Why I don't like doing this. Why this is like a nightmare to me. It's so stressful and annoying and just, you know what I'm saying? X4 is the smallest PCI connector. That will work with an X16 slot. No modern mobile uses any other size. What does that mean? This is so ridiculous. I love how people can't even agree in my own chat. That's a nice presentation, actually. I like how that looks. Ultra certified cable. HDMI ultra high speeds. Ooh. See that? That's it. So what is that? See it? That's it. That's exactly, physically, that's what it is. Do you see it? Can you see it? Do you see it on camera? All right, that's it. So what is that? It's 4X, so I'm fine. Okay, people are saying it's 4X. So I'm okay. That was like rocket science, right? The problem is the cable they give you is going to be tiny. Watch, this cable will be like microscopic, so that's why I had to buy new cables. Yeah, it's going to be like real short. Probably like a 6-footer. If that, maybe not. Maybe it's a 3-footer. So basically, it's not going to reach anything. Like I need to have these cables going from the PC to the TV, which is across my whole office, and then from the gaming PC to the capture PC, and then from the PS5 Pro to the capture PC. So this is not long enough to do anything. So, all right. Well, at least we've confirmed this should fit into any PC. Hi. All right. Very exciting. Zamrock says, don't stick it near the GPU. You have to put it where the slots are. Do you think that there's going to be a GPU slot on the bottom and a special expansion slot on the top, far away? That's not how they build motherboards. Oh, my Lord. All right. This has been a wild endeavor, hasn't it? It's just been a wild ride. Anytime you talk about PCs, I just feel like I just want to take a 2x4 and smash myself right in the testicles. Right? I might as well. I was supposed to cover news stories today. That's not happening. Right? That's definitely not happening. This book is pointless. Elgato, there's nothing in here at all. Just a bunch of bullshit disclaimers and stuff. Like nothing of any use. The Elgato disclaimer book. All right. The slot in the motherboard is compatible. The problem will be the GPU is too big. The capture card won't physically have enough room. Oh, I feel better now. Oh, I feel so good now. Oh. Well, it doesn't matter what I do. I'll be in the wrong and nothing will work, right? It literally doesn't matter what I do. It doesn't matter what I buy, what I do, right? I've done the wrong thing. I've bought the wrong thing. I've acted the wrong way. I've done, no matter what. It's all going to be a disaster. Just expect it. The PC's going to show up. It's going to be exploded. Pieces everywhere. Nothing fits. Nothing will work. I turn it on. It won't turn on. I'll get it turned on. Oh, the windows won't activate. Look, I gave myself a black and blue on the forehead here with my own keyboard. Every time. Every time. I try not to be negative. I try to be positive. Why do you think I didn't buy this PC the moment, that I saw it? Why do you think I've waited all week and still I'm dreading it? I'm dreading adding it to cart, checking out, and getting it shipped here. I'm so fucking dreading this. This is why, and people are like, oh, why didn't you upgrade earlier? This is what, dude. I'm gonna have a nice big bruise on my forehead now. All right. Well, I guess it's time to end the podcast. I don't even know if we determined anything, honestly, right? No, you see, here's the problem. Fan of the Forte says, you're just ignoring everyone's advice not to buy this PC. No. You haven't given me an alternative. You haven't provided. If you're going to give criticism or advice, what you do is you say, don't do this, do this. Not just don't do this. You understand? I need to get another PC. My PC is having tons of issues. The fans are dying. It's making tons of noise. The hard drive is malfunctioning. It's on its last legs. I need a new one. It's Black Friday week. Everything's on sale. All right? But I can't drop $3,000 on a PC to capture and stream. I'm looking for a deal. That's the point. Try to spend maybe around $1,500 on a PC that can replace what I have and last me a while. I have the other components to make it do what I need. Now I just need the PC. And I've been asking all week, like, what are the good deals? What are this? What are that? Right? And every fucking day, it's another reason why I don't do this, don't do that. But no one says what I should do unless it's spend $3,000. Well, I don't have $3,000, right? I got to make do with what I have. I got to get a good deal. That's the point. Okay? Would you void the warranty if you open the case? I don't know. I don't know how it works. I don't. I assume every PC you void the warranty if you open the case. Like you wouldn't. I wouldn't be going in for warranty. You could still return it though. You need a bigger PC, larger form factor MOBO for best future proofing. You can get that stuff for your price range, I'm sure. Where? Where? If you have information, send it to me. We've literally been talking about this for 4 days daily. You realize that, right? Okay, 3 days because I wasn't here on Saturday. We've been talking about this all week. And all I hear is either that looks good, go ahead, or, well, that's bad. Okay, then what should I get? And it's crickets. And then some people have sent me suggestions, but when I looked into them, they don't work. Like someone sent an Acer, and the Acer actually had better components than this PC for the same price. But when I looked into it, the motherboard was tiny and didn't have the slot to put this in. So I was like, so it ain't going to work. And then people argue, why does he even need the bigger case? This isn't for gaming. All right, I quit. I totally quit. I do. I throw in the towel. I give up. I just want to stop talking about this now before I get a splitting headache. I feel like this has gone nowhere. And I just want to play games for the rest of the today and relax. And hopefully something will happen, or else I just order something. I don't even know at this point. Really, like, this is what happens every fucking time that I deal with a PC. It's never just, hey, here's your solution. Go for it. It's, wait, there's 7,000 options, but nothing's ever good enough. No matter what you do will be wrong. You're going to spend too more. You're going to spend not enough. You got too much. You didn't get good enough. Oops, you fucked up. This doesn't work. Oh, that doesn't work. Oh, it's there. It's supposed to work easy. Don't worry. Oh, no, but it's not for you, Phil. Now you got to be tortured. But this is why I don't want to do it. This is exactly why I don't want to do it. Like, I just want to fucking play games and have fun and make content. I don't want to deal with the tech side of anything. I don't anymore. You know, I used to be a techie guy, but now I just don't care anymore. Things have gotten too complex, too fucking over the top. Technology always fucking changing and shit. I just want to buy a PC and then play games and stream fun content. That's all I want to do. I don't want to sit here debating this for weeks. You know what I mean? But it seems like that's what has to be happening no matter what. Vitalis, you're right. He says, let's be real. If you spend $3,000 on a high-end PC, the complaint will be you spent too much. Exactly. All right. It's time to end the show. And then I'm going to pee. And then we're going to play some Stalker and hopefully relax. Now that I'm all stressed out, because no matter what I do, it's wrong and it's going to fail. So, great. Okay. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed today's episode of the Level 1 Podcast. Tomorrow, hopefully I'll be telling you about some fun gameplay that we did today. And probably how I bought the wrong PC. And everything's falling apart. Horrible, horrible sky's falling situation, right? I hope not. But if so, it is what it is. I hope that you have a good day. I'm sorry that we didn't get to... No, I didn't buy any PC yet. I didn't get it yet. Hopefully we didn't get to... Well, hopefully tomorrow we'll get to news stories. I had news stories for you today that we didn't get to because we decided to talk about this for over an hour. And all right. Thanks for watching. I will see you tomorrow. Peace out.